What is going on, Aqua Beast? Welcome back to another video. And anyone else who wants to know how to deck their truck out, if you've been paying attention to the YouTube and the Instagram and everything, Aqua_Beast, then you know I've been working on this truck. It's a 2008 F-150, and it's really been a project to get it where it is, but I'm super excited, and I'm gonna show you guys exactly how I did it and exactly what all is on this truck. So let's get right into it. All right, so first off, of course, got to have the Aqua Beast strip all over the truck. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to corporate graphics. Although, the main part, which is a must to the truck, is the roof rack. So actually, it's a little hard to see. You got the yaks up here. FYI, I'll give you more details soon. Big truck, big trip is coming. So with this, this is actually drilled into the bed of the truck. Here. These are all drilled into the bed of the truck, and then it's siliconed so that water cannot get in, and these are super sturdy. We added this little like noodle basically at the top for padding, but there's 3 of those, 1, 2, 3, and these were actually really cheap. They're like $100. I will throw a picture up now of what kind they are, but it was an awesome deal, and that's where we started. But then we wanted some sidings. This did not come with it. It's a little hard to see because I got it so loaded up, but this pole essentially runs the whole length of the truck, and then it actually sticks out up top in the front, and then it goes across for adding a total of 4 beams this way. And that is actually a fence post, believe it or not. You know, all these roof racks are like really expensive. You can find them, you know, up to thousands of dollars, and don't get me wrong, they're great, but I don't have that money to spend. So we kind of DIY'd, me and my dad, we DIY'd a roof rack. So it's basically just 2 big fence posts, and then they're bolted into the actual roof rack, and then there's a little bracket that attaches one more fence post. So basically that is the roof rack. Let me see if I can throw up a picture so you can get a better visual of what it looks like without the kayaks and everything else on it. We'll throw that up right now. So hopefully that view helped you guys see what the roof rack actually looks like without all the stuff up on there. I really love it so far. Super sturdy, super strong, looks sharp. It's all black, which we spray painted the fence posts, but yeah, I mean, so much cheaper than those other roof racks. Probably could do the whole thing for about $250 with bolts, with paint, with everything. We did get the original ones on sale. But yeah, so far I'm loving it, and I'm so glad we did it on our own. Next up, we got this awning here. I believe it's 6 foot by 8 foot. I want to say it was like $100 on Amazon. Thanks, Aunt Sandy. That was a little Christmas present. And so that's gonna come out 6 foot by 8 foot. Legs fold out and then it folds down. You guys will see that if you see the trip we're about to go on. But yeah, I'm super stoked to have that on there. It's waterproof too, so you can set up a cot, you can sit, put a table under it. It can be raining and you're safe. Or if it's just a hot day and you're, you know, in the woods or whatever, you can put that and you got shade. So that's super exciting, and I can't wait to get some more use out of that. Then on the other side, actually, something else that's very important. We've got a 10-foot PVC pipe. It's 6 inches wide, so it's really wide actually. I mean, yeah, it's a really wide pipe. It's like $60 for the pipe plus the caps, I think. And so this, if you're not sure what that's for, some people use it for like waters to take shower, or hold water to take a shower or whatever they want. That actually is holding all my fishing rods. So, you know, you'll take the reels off your spinning gear and you'll slide the rod in there. And like I said, it's 10 foot. And one thing is just put a little bit of foam on the end of it so that your rod points aren't getting, you know, broken on the sides. But so this is basically, I'll show you how this is attached to the roof rack. So we got a lock bolt on one side right here. And since you're not able to put a bolt on the other side, because that means you'd have to put your hand through the PVC pipe, and it's way too long on that side, we actually took a piece of this metal, this bendable metal from like Lowe's or Home Depot, not sure what it's called, and just bolted that into the roof rack again. And so that thing's not going anywhere. It's also really aerodynamic, but so that thing's on there good. And I'm super stoked. I actually just put rods in there for the first time, and it's amazing. It's actually got 7 rods in there, including a 10-foot surf rod and like 2 more catfish rods and then a bunch of bass rods and a couple bait casters with the with the reel on them too. So that thing's actually I'll show you guys right now. One thing, it's also, we drilled a little hole to put a rope in so it's easier to access. I still plan on locking that up. But yeah, if you look at that, I got a bunch of rods. You can't even see them all in there, but it is loaded to the max. And so far, I'm loving that thing. Just so much room, not taken up inside the truck with that. Second off, I forgot to mention too, but the roof rack, you know, it's mostly for the kayaks, which they both are up there now, but also you can use that. Coolers up there, tubs up there, pretty much whatever I want. Honestly, one night I kind of want to sleep up on it, which I think would be cool. But now to get into the camping aspect of the truck, and something we've been working on a bunch too. So we got, you know, the topper obviously on the truck, and then this is the setup as of now. So basically, this is a custom wood cot that my pops built, so it's basically it's 4 4x4s in the corner, and then just some plywood up on top with some, I think it's 2x2 reinforced brackets, but really simple. It's actually only like 24 inches wide, and then actually to keep it nice and cheap, just got a pad for like a chair like outside, and it's plenty comfortable. And then I've got some foam that you put on the top of a mattress, super comfortable. Pillow at the end. Actually, I will climb up in there. I've got plenty of room. I think this is like pushing to a 7-foot bed, or like you know, a 7-foot bed of the truck. So I got plenty of room, super comfortable. And then inside here I've got these, they were $1 at Ollie's. Just added some Velcro on for some light, so at night I can light everything up. And then when I'm sleeping here, I got fans I can hook up, and those are Velcro too. So I recommend, if you're gonna do this, I recommend Velcro and stuff. So now I can just have the fan on me right here like this when I'm sleeping, which is sweet. Another super big bonus to the truck bed is that it's got these, so I can crack the windows and have a screen so that mosquitoes aren't getting in at night, which that would not be fun. I've got a little rug, that way I can clean off my shoes before I come in. And then one thing I think is a bonus about making your own little wooden cot is like the storage underneath. So as you can see, I've been packing. I've got all sorts of stuff in here, fishing stuff. I've got my reels in there from the rods up top. Then here, I've got fishing tackle, line, and then and I use bungees so they're not sliding around everywhere. And then here, this is all that's all tools and stuff, just in case. And then actually, we bungeed the cot. You can see we just put a little one of those on there, and then bungeed it to the truck so that the cot can't slide back and forth. And then yeah, that's about it for the setup inside. But the nice thing about this is that I've got a cot that is a foldable. It's actually this cot right here. It's a great little setup, but it's just a fold up, takes about 2 minutes to set up, and it fits right here. So when me and my buddy Josh, who's coming on this next trip, and it's going to involve all sorts of awesome stuff, so make sure to subscribe and like, and stay tuned to see that, because it's going to be a blast. But so Josh we'll set his cot up right here. Then I've got a pad we'll put on top, and so then you can easily sleep 2 people, no problems. We each got a fan, got lights, and we will be totally set to sleep in the back. And then it's also nice to have this too. It's like a little table. You can put your water up there or whatever. But yeah, so I'm super stoked how this turned out. I really think it turned out amazing. But yeah, here's pretty much just a whole view of the truck, and it's basically became the ultimate fishing and camping machine. There might be a few more things that are done to this in the future, but pretty much set. I mean, and you know, here's the inside of the truck. So nice thing is, if it's just me and a buddy or two, we can still put a bunch of storage in the back here, which is super nice. And then another nice thing too is when we're sleeping in here, you can't really see through this, but we can see out of it, so which is kind of nice just for privacy purposes. But this is the rig pretty much. Go ahead and comment if you got any questions. I really recommend doing something like this. It's going to open up so many camping opportunities, and I'm super stoked to get this thing off on the road, because it's literally, we've been setting it all up and we've not actually got to use it yet. That's about it for all of the truck. Just, you know, briefly went over all of the different opponents to the truck. Super stoked about it. Cannot wait to take this out on this trip, which you guys will hear about in the next video as I'm loading it up for this very trip. Actually, I got to do that today. So make sure you subscribe to see that. And let's just say we're going to do a lot of fishing somewhere warm. See you guys in the next one. Video, I got to get the whole truck ready for the next big trip, which we're headed back to Florida. It's basically going to be a Florida part 2, although there's going to be some different fishing, and I am super stoked. So basically, Whit will not be coming on this trip. This is actually spring break, senior year spring break, and he's headed somewhere else south. So me and my buddy Josh, that's his kayak's the tan one up there. We will be going to Florida. We will kind of be all over. Basically, we're going to be, first off, let's just say we'll be at Lake Okeechobee, one of the best bass lakes in the U.S. Hopefully catch a giant there. Then we'll be by Tampa doing some snook and tarpon, or some snook and red fishing. Maybe find a tarpon, who knows. And then we'll actually be in Fort Myers, hoping to do some shark fishing off the beach there. And then we'll end up in St. Augustine, meeting back up with my family. And of course, we'll be doing a bunch of fishing there. So just stay tuned. It's going to be a heck of a trip. I'm super stoked. We're going to be everywhere. All sorts of fishing, all sorts of crazy action is the hopes. And right now, I got to load the whole truck up for this trip. I've got a bunch of stuff here I got to chuck in, a bunch of stuff here. But yeah, I am so excited to go on this trip. Whew, it's like a game of Tetris in the back of a truck. I think I got it all, for the most part, stacked up there pretty nice. Like I said, a little game of Tetris. All the sleeping stuff put on my bed. Still got to put all the luggage, so the luggage is going to take up about the rest of the room. But it's awesome how much you can fit in the back of a truck, especially with the topper, just because, you know, nothing's going to blow out. You don't even have to worry about it. But yeah, like I said, the luggage still got to go in here. So, you know, the suitcases and stuff, well, I'll have a backpack, but I mean, my mom's suitcase and stuff. So that'll all fit in there. Plenty of room left. Just close her up. But this thing is maxed out. Got a few more bags, like I said, to fit in there, but she's pretty much ready to go. Got the rods up in the PVC. Super stoked how that fit. I mean, we're talking, I got like 7 or 8 rods up in there. Like, it's sweet. Saves you a lot of room, especially inside the truck. But yeah, so basically, we'll be dropping my parents off at St. Augustine with the rest of the family, and then we'll be making the rest of our trip for a few days. So we'll put all the extra stuff in there that they don't take with them, and we'll just stack it all here, because it'll just be me and Josh. And then that way he has room to set up his cot in the back for sleeping purposes. And then we'll pretty much be ready to rock from there. So I'll get back to you guys tomorrow. I got to go to school, unfortunately, tomorrow. But then after school, we're heading right out. Going to drive through the night. And believe it or not, today is Wednesday. Friday morning, me and Josh will be on Lake Okeechobee, one of the best bass fishing lakes in the U.S. And we will be fishing while my fellow classmates are in class. So I'll see you guys when we hit the road and when we throw the rest of the luggage in there.